Namaste everyone, I'm very excited to announce my upcoming product Ashtanga Primary Series Pranayama, which will be available on 9thlimb.com coming August 15th. In this sequence, you will learn the 5 main pranayamas that BNS imparted to me my last trip in India. The 5 pranayamas are vishama, vritti, nadi, shodhana, bhastrika, seethali, and shakti, charlana. And if you do a little bit of research on Google, you can find the breath patterns for most of these. I'll tell you in summary and brief right now. Vishama vritti is 3 inhales on the right nostril, then 3 breaths on the left nostril. That's 1 repetition. Nadi shodhana, the very common, is alternate nostril breathing. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, alternating. Bhastrika it's difficult to explain because the way that BNS taught me is very different than other ways that I've learned Bhastrika, and his is much more powerful. And so I'm very excited about sharing that. Seethali is relatively fundamental, and it's actually used as just, you inject it in a cooling way throughout the sequence if you ever overheat. And Shakti Charlana, which is phenomenal, is the left nostril you breathe for twice the duration as in the right nostril, and the retention in the middle is for 4 times the length of the right nostril. And that's the basic fundamentals, the numbers of it. However, in this product is slightly less than 3 hours of instruction cut into 18 short videos in the same way that BNS taught me, with a rest day. 1 lesson per day that will progress you in a manageable way, because the lungs and the body needs time to adapt to what we're doing to it. By the end of the 3 weeks, 1 video per day plus a rest day, you'll have the full primary series pranayama sequence that you can practice all at once, which would take about 45 minutes to an hour depending on your capacity, or maybe you just kind of pick and choose what's most conducive to your lifestyle. How this differs from other pranayama sequences, for example, the Pattabhi Jois school of Ashtanga Vinyasa, which is more prevalent in the world, includes something like the Ujjayi pranayama. It doesn't include Shakti Charlana, and I have a full video of the full Ujjayi pranayama. I'll link it below. But I've had much more phenomenal experiences with the BNS pranayama sequence. Phenomenal in the sense that it's integrating the mind and the body in a way that I don't experience elsewhere. So this is for people who practice meditation, practice yoga, any style of yoga, Bikram to restorative to acro yoga to Ashtanga Vinyasa, and anything in between, shadow yoga. This is very, very powerful pranayama sequence. Also, people who just solely practice either or, just the postures, you're looking to deepen your practice or have a way to practice and continue to train and improve, maybe on rest days, or if you're injured, or a day that you just don't feel very capable of a strong asana practice, a posture practice, this is for you. For people who are just practicing meditation, this is also for you, a way to charge your prana, your energy body, to really hone your focus, which gets me into more for lay people. For example, while I was completing my PhD in engineering, I was doing a lot of intermittent pranayama throughout the day to really charge my focus and amplify my attention span and clear away the clutter at the surface of my mind so I could really dig deep to solve the problems that I was doing. It's also excellent for the home if you do any studying or reading. It's great to do all of those same benefits of amplifying your attention span and so on. It's also a phenomenal way to prepare yourself for sleep. You will experience the best sleep of your life if you apply this pranayama sequence before sleep, as I often do. It's also a great way to wake up and get back into your body after a deep sleep. And I have a video on Yoga Nidra, the yogic sleep, which I'll also link below. And I think I also have many of the introductory videos to several of these pranayama, which I'll also link below, so you get a taste of it. However, the progression, how to find the full expression of the pranayama, how to piece them together, how to apply specific counts to allow yourself to focus on certain areas of the body known as chakras, this is all included in this video product. Now, you could find this sequence if you find someone that's trained with BNS somewhere in the country. They exist, they're few and far between relative to the Pattabhi Jois school, but you could find them and they could train you. Alternatively, you could go to India and stay there for a month and come back and pay to train with them, and that would be about a $2,000 endeavor if you're coming from the US like I did. However, for the first 24 hours, I will make this product available for only $47, after which it will go up to the regular price of $97, which is still, it's a gift because I feel this is part of my purpose to share this with you. I'm not really certain why BNS went ahead and authorized me, but I remember very clearly after 2 weeks of training with him, and he was teaching some other people in the room, he kind of did it individually, and he turned to me and he said, "Chris, you can sell this if you'd like." And I quickly realized a few days later, training with other individuals in the same school, not necessarily that class, but in the same, studying with BNS, that he was training me slightly differently with less rest periods and longer retentions and just a more rigor to the practice. So I don't know if the authorization had something to do with my capabilities or who my teachers were, or maybe he saw something unique in me, but again, I consider this my purpose to really share it with you. And so I've made as much available for free on my YouTube as possible, and I'll link all those below. But this is a professionally edited and produced video sequence that takes you 1 day at a time until after 3 weeks you have the full sequence. And so on August 15th, you go to ninthlimb.com. You can get a copy for yourself for only $47. After that, it's available for $97, which is still a steal considering what I had to go through and invest to be able to attain the sequence. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. Comment below if you have any experience with pranayama or the Ashtanga pranayama sequence. Namaste, Ninth Limb.